Hey you guys, welcome back to LJ Woodworks. We got some walnut right here. In a second, we're going to send it through the drum sander. I don't know if this is going to come out on camera, but we've got curly walnut. And here we got the other part of this ball, which is the Purpleheart. Here we are, just cutting the strips that are going to end up becoming the segments. This is the walnut that you see me cutting up right now. Here in a second, we're going to switch over and start cutting the Purpleheart. Here it is. Neat thing about Purpleheart is as you cut it and sand it, it loses its purple color. But within a couple days, it oxidizes and regains it. Now here I'm starting to cut the segments. I've shown this on many other videos, so we're going to fast forward through most of this, and including the ring builds. And here you see I'm doing 12 segment rings. These are my go-to. Just using rubber bands to hold it together. Running the rings through the drum sander, just make sure they're all an even thickness. I've got these dividers set up to match my chuck jaws. This tool here, his whole purpose is to make the dovetail to match my chuck jaws. Now someone asked in a previous video how deep I make the recess for the chuck jaws. So there you go, 5/64.
See that.
Some people can do less, some people do more. Just use whatever you're comfortable with. Someone also asked in a previous video why I don't use a cone for centering the rings. And the only reason for that is because I have cold jaws and they work. If I didn't have those, I probably would. This is my 5/8 bowl gouge, freshly sharpened. So we're going to go ahead and start getting a shape on this guy. Now this is an asymmetric scraper, sometimes called a French curve scraper. His whole purpose in life is just to smooth out any bumps that occurred during the turning. Now this here's the Easy Wood number 3 hollower. It works really good for getting on these inside edges. Now we're switching over to the Easy Wood full-size finisher. It has a very large carbide, which is good for smoothing out any ridges left by the hollower. Alright guys, we are going to use the pencil trick again. The last video I used this in, we had a couple people ask about, they didn't really understand it. So the basic gist is just like when sanding a flat board, you put pencil lines all over here and then you sand. Right? So this is 80 grit. When all those pencil lines are gone, this now has an 80 grit finish. And then when I go to the next grit, which would be for me 120, put all the pencil lines back on, sand them all off, and I know the whole thing is now at 120 grit. I do that all the way up to 400. And then by then, I know the entire bowl is at a 400 grit finish. No sections have been missed. No sections haven't been sanded enough. And that's what I'm doing with the pencil line. So hopefully that makes sense. So hopefully you can see, whole thing's covered in pencil lead. We can go this way, we can go whatever way we want. And then we're going to sand it with the 80 grit. I got to turn my dust collection on. That looks like we got it. Well, I forgot to hit the record button, but I just finished burnishing after I got all the way up to 400 grit. Burnishing, give you some speed, about 1,000, 1,200 RPM. Take the shavings, and just press it right into the bowl. And that burnishes the finish, and you can watch it get shinier and shinier as it goes. And this is what it looks like with no finish on it yet at all. So we're going to get the inside taken care of. I'm not going to record that because you can't see it. But we'll get that done and then we'll put some finish on. We'll bring you back before we put the first coat of finish on. All right. Of course, I completely forgot. I still have to put a base on it. So we're going to do that first and then get to the finish. So right now I'm just using the pencil, put a little bullseye on here. Helps me line up the dividers. And the dividers are set for the chuck jaws I'm going to use. Now we've got it turned around, mounted in the chuck, and we're just flattening it off the base. Go ahead and get a mortise put on there and fit it into the bottom of the bowl. Just making the bottom piece fit right now. A little deeper than that. That looks perfect to me. Alright, it's finally time to start putting some finish on. This is the Zinsser Seal Coat, which is a sanding sealer. Going to use some 4/0 steel wool here to smooth it all back out. Next up is 4 coats of lacquer. Just showing the design I put on the bottom. Whenever I give a bowl to the wife, the first thing she does is look at the bottom. I don't know why. Next up is the Yorkshire abrasive paste. Rub this all over. Bring it up to about 800 RPM. Buff it in. You'll actually be able to feel the abrasive breaking down as you do this. Then you speed up to about 1400 RPM and buff it all back off. That leaves a nice, shiny, smooth finish. Got some glamour shots coming up, and thanks for watching my video.